In this video we're taking you back to one of our favorite places to visit in springtime to get some sunshine in Spain on TAMARIT Beach Resort. This is definitely my kind of bedroom. Waking up and having direct sea views and hearing the waves all night long. Because we've already been to this campsite multiple times and we've done a full presentation before, probably not going to repeat as much of the information as we did before, so please check our previous videos to see how the campsite looked in 2024 and then again in 2025. But what we're trying to do is do like a quick tour and see if anything changed in 2026, if we can see good changes, bad changes, and what else we can observe as being different than the prior years. I promise I'm going to show you again a quick tour of the campsite and the main areas. We're going now to the amphitheater because it's currently, of course, during the day it's empty, so you can see how big it is, how many seats it has. They put on shows from time to time. During busy periods they will have different shows every night. For example, last night it was some sort of a lip singing contest, and there's a talent show tonight. So this is the amphitheater. You have a stage there with plenty of seats on this side, and they also sometimes have different events happening during the day. Here we have the barbecue area. You have various barbecues and picnic tables. They are cleaned every day, and you obviously, if it's busy, you have to come as early as possible to get a spot. Plenty of tables and barbecues, and you're surrounded by trees, so it's good if it's very sunny, you have shade. There are multiple access points to the campsite. You need your fob, which is situated within the bracelet that you get at check-in. This is one of them, and it's locked. I think at about 8 o'clock in the evening it's locked from that side and you cannot enter at all, but during the day you can exit using this gate, and then to enter you'll need your code. So I've now used another access point to get to the beach. As I said, there are multiple access points. This one is really close to the castle. The campsite offers different types of accommodation. This is one of them. You have like some little glamping style houses. These houses are not dog friendly. We had one of our friends stayed here last year, and we've showed you the interior of these houses. They're very spacious, have good facilities, and they are very close to the amphitheater and the barbecue area. So these are the houses. You have the amphitheater in front, the barbecue area, and access to the beach on this side. This is another type of beaches, all surrounded by trees, and these ones are close to the glamping accommodation, also very close to the pool area. These are the beaches here, and the pool is right there. Also you have the amphitheater with the shows very close, and it's all shaded. This, for example, is a beach type where you have a bathroom and a little kitchenette on your beach and the barbecue. So there you go. This is where is your private bathroom with barbecue and sink, and then you're surrounded by trees, so it's more in a shaded area.
the premium beaches that are really on the front row don't only have the advantage of having sea views and direct access to the beach, but they're also very well positioned in a campsite. So it seems to be very central to all the important points and close together. So you have the facilities buildings very close, you have laundry very close, the supermarket is very close, the main access to the beach, restaurant. So it's very, very well positioned, not just for sea views but also for all the facilities in the campsite. The campsite is very big. Keep mentioning that you have various types of beaches, various types of accommodation options. You can get pitches close to the sea and the beach, the ones with the beach access or the second row after the beach access. You can get pitches in shaded areas, so surrounded by pine trees. The ones further away, closer to the children's park, closer to the pool. Again, there are very various options available. And in terms of accommodation, they even have a villa like this. So this is basically a private villa that you can rent with a rooftop terrace. So it's a bit of a different type of option in the campsite. These are another option of accommodation. You get parking next to them, little houses surrounded by greenery, and they're very close to the children's park. Very pretty. So if I'll try and find the courtyard of these little houses, all of them have different names. So when you go on their website, you will see they all have different names, so you can choose the one that you like the most. And they are also very close to the restaurant. So you can have a bit of a view. So they all have a little entrance here. They have a terrace. Again, really pretty and surrounded by nature. More accommodation options on this side. As I said, they have various types of houses, bungalows. They have facilities buildings all around the campsite, so no matter where you have your accommodation, you'll have one of the facilities buildings close by. Again, more houses this way, and this is the road leading to reception. This side they have different types again of accommodation. It's a bit of a glamping option, and they have like a canopy cover. There are still some little houses. We haven't been inside these ones yet, but we've seen them whilst they were building. I think they started building them in the prior years that we visited, and now they already have quite a bit of houses here. With these ones, what I can say, they're a bit cramped together, so they're very, very close one to the other, so I'm not sure if it becomes noisy during the evening. Places to eat, we haven't seen changes from the prior years. This is one of the restaurants that's situated right on the beach with castle views, where you can serve breakfast. They also have light lunch options, and in the same time they also have a proper Mediterranean restaurant if you want something a bit different. If you don't want to go and eat at any of the restaurants, you have the option to take away. The pizzeria and restaurant right next to the pool has various options available. For example, one calzone pizza is 15 euros, and they also serve burgers. This is the restaurant that we've showed you. You can get pizza and all sorts of meals. So again, not just pizza. I think we've just decided to settle for pizza quite a few nights in a row. You can sit here, they have plenty of tables, or you can just order and take away at your beach. If you don't fancy going to restaurants, you can always enjoy your own private kitchen with sea views and cook your favorite meals directly on your beach. We'll try and keep you updated with some prices from 2026. So, for example, we've paid for 6 eggs €1.85, and for a big bottle of olive oil €4.55. We've got some red pepper, and that was €1.65. And then some pickles with €1.59. For oranges, there were €1.63 for 2 oranges. You have various options of pastry. A croissant is 85 cents, and then different chocolate pastries with €1 each. And for a bread, we've paid €2.45. Same price categories, just so you can see. A can of alcohol-free beer is 85 cents. And then like soda is like 80 cents for Fanta, and then Sprite is 65 cents. However, bear in mind, you see this in here like 4 times 10 cents. If you get drinks from the fridge, you'll have to pay an extra 10 cents for drink. This is the gastro area where you have a sushi bar, you have an ice cream shop, they have crepes and the supermarket is nearby and plenty of tables to sit and enjoy a snack. Part of the area behind me, so where is the gastro area, was just built last year. When we have arrived, they were still building it. They now have, I think, an interactive fountain, but we haven't seen it functioning so far. They've extended the number of tables available to have an ice cream or a snack. And I think they keep investing, especially because now the campsite is open all year round, so they have to change some of the things and make it more attractive for people to come the entire year.
Today we've enjoyed a breakfast on the terrace on Breeze Snack Bar, so the one that's really close to the Mediterranean restaurant, and for breakfast for 3 people we've paid about 43 euros, so it's not on the cheapest side, but it's an alternative if you want to cook on your beach and you just want to enjoy a different side of the castle views. Enjoy your breakfast. We had English breakfast and some sandwiches with eggs and bacon, coffee and juice, and said roughly about 43 euros for 3 people.
We are going on a quick morning tour. I'm trying to think what else I can show you because as I said, we've presented this campsite in detail in the previous years, so please do check the other videos to see all the details about the campsite. But I think I'm just trying to show you more the vibe of it this year, how it looks when it's slightly busier, because in all the other years it was almost empty. We tend to arrive either on the first day or in the first couple of days of the season, but this year, because it's open all year round, it gave us a whole different perspective of the place. I showed you the toilet and facilities blocks before. They're all numbered, so at least you know in what area you are. For example, this is number 5. And they all have slightly different layouts and different designs, which I found quite interesting. If I haven't said it before, one thing that I've noticed 100%, especially now when campsite it is at full capacity, they are cleaning the facilities non-stop. So I don't think there was a point during the day or during the evening that I went inside the facilities buildings and it was not clean. The ladies are coming all the time, making sure that there's always toilet paper, there's always soap, it's always clean. So from this point of view, I cannot give them anything other than thumbs up. Water for the showers is really hot, so that again is very, very good. And they do have plenty of facilities, so you don't feel at any point that they're that crowded. In the evening, going to the showers, you might need to plan your timing carefully because people tend to go pretty much at the same time. So I've noticed around 6-7 o'clock in the evening it tends to be very busy, but after that you can just go with no problems. They have enough dishwashing areas, so again, very well organized from this point of view.
And I don't want to keep repeating myself or anything. We are not paid at all to review this campsite. It's generally our experience, and I know we've came here now, this is the third time, but we just wanted to show you the authentic feel and basically what we do really get from this campsite, why we like to return here. It's a very nice place to come. It's a nice side of Spain, and you do have plenty of things to do around the area if you don't want to stay in the campsite.
They're really taking care of this resort and they're always cleaning it. They're even taking care of the beach. So right now the tractor is just like taking everything out from the beach and making it smooth and nice.
This is the sports area where, of course, you have the pool. I can't go inside now because obviously there are people at the pool and their children. This area here is just parking for your bike. So as you can see, biking is in its own element here. Everyone tends to rent or they come with their own bikes and they use them to go around the campsite. We are now in the sporting area. You have activities for both children and adults. So on this side, there are usually activities for adults. There's like a fitness club. And then here you'll have various sports. You have to book them in advance, so something to bear in mind, especially when we have busy periods like this one. You do have to come and book them way in advance to have a place. And we do recommend you booking them a day in advance. These are the two little mascots of the campsite. There is a play area for children on this side. And right in front of me is the main sports club where you can book all your activities. They have tennis courts, basketball courts, paddle. So paddle is a very well-known sport in Spain. It's a combination of tennis, I'll say, but has slightly different rules and different equipment. You can play mini golf, you can play football. There's basically a lot happening here, so there's something for everyone. There's currently a big queue to reserve your place to the activity, so as I said, you have to be early and recommend to come a day in advance to book all your activities. They have an inflatable park for children, like an adventure course. This one was not here last year. It was here the year before, but last year was not ready. And what we had in the first year we came, there was a play area for dogs right next to where the inflatable park is now. But unfortunately, they haven't finished that one quite as yet. Another change this year we've noticed they've created an escape room. It's not available every day. They only have a couple of days availability, and we've understood it's €3 per person, and you have to be minimum of 3 people to go and play. This is another area where you can just hang out. If you want to see the opening times for the pool, you have to make sure you check the schedule. They have a little area for children this side, plenty of sun lounges. You have them shaded, you have them in the sun. It's a very, very nice area. The pool is quite big. Try and come later on when there are not children inside, because as I said, not nice to video them. I'll try and come later on so I can show you the size of the pool. Another thing that we absolutely love about the campsite is the way that this little streets are created between the beaches. You have the option to enjoy lovely walks without the need to leave the campsite. And again, you can just go round in circle on different streets like this and get different views around the campsite. You have the option to either walk directly on the beach or you can walk within the campsite. Either way, you can enjoy fantastic walks during the entire day. And of course, having this lovely proximity to the castle, it's a huge advantage. We've noticed since we've arrived that close to evening, it's quite chilly here. The wind starts to blow quite hard. And the temperature drops. Again, we are right at the beginning of April, so it is expected that temperatures won't be really high, of course, but we still had some lovely days. During the day, we have about 20 degrees. However, they feel really warm, so it's not the same feeling that we have in UK, for example, where we have 20 degrees. It feels much warmer. You get the sea breeze because we are very close to the beach on the beach,
but the minute you start to walk inside the campsite, it's much warmer. However, when the evening comes, the temperatures drop. We had about 13, 14 degrees during the night, and it starts to get a bit chilly. It's very, very windy today. As I said, it's always windy in the evening, but even with the wind, I think it's fantastic to be able to have beach access really close. This rock, if you remember, we've showed you in the first year, it was more exposed. Then last year we couldn't see the rock at all, and then this year it's back on revealing itself. So again, the scenery changes quite a lot. There's plenty of space on the beach. I wanted to show it to you now because during the day it was absolutely packed. You have literally miles of beach both ways, and you have coastal walks available, so you can walk around the campsite, you can go up on the cliffs, you can visit the castle, you can even walk to the next town, which is a small village called Altafulla. It's about a kilometer walk from here, and you can walk on the beach. And if you want to be more adventurous, you can go either to Barcelona by train. It takes an hour to get to Barcelona. You can go to Tarragona, which again is really close. It's about 10-15 minutes by train, and there you have loads of available options for you to visit and historical places. One of the things that changed this year from the prior years is that you now have the chance to visit TAMARIT Castle. It was not open to the public before, it was only open for private events, for weddings, parties. But from this year, they've opened it for tourists too. And we've managed yesterday to get a tour booked in. You have to book online, and you have the option to have the tour in English, in Catalan or in Spanish. Yesterday was their first ever tour made in English, so we had a chance to go around the castle, find out about its history, and see how it looks inside rather than just admiring from the outside as we did in the prior years. So that is at least something that you can do as an activity whilst you stay at the campsite. It is not dog friendly, so you can't take your dog inside the castle, but if you can take it in turns, at least some of your party members can go and visit the castle whilst the rest will just enjoy the scenery from the outside.
So here we are behind the castle, and we will try to go up the hill. Well, it's a little bit challenging. It's not really easy access, but worth trying for the views. This is the first view of the castle. Another beautiful view.
Massive change of scenery now. There's so many tourists. I've never seen this beach so crowded during April time each time we came to Spain. So you can see, first of all, it's weekend. Second of all, we are in a full Easter holiday, so everyone tends to come here.
Everyone is having fun, and it's also fantastic for the little ones because the water is quite shallow. There are waves from time to time, so today again there are quite some big waves, but if not, the water is really shallow, so it's perfect for the little ones.
As a different type of activity, you can rent paddle boards. There is like self-renting here. You just need an app, and it costs 16 euros for 1 hour. Once you get the app, you have different locations. This is the one closest to our beach, and then you can just select your slot. You have to book actual slots, so you can't just go and get one. So we've now managed to get a slot from 1:35 to 2:35. You get your pin, the locker where your paddleboard is situated, and once you get there, you click start and you can have an hour for 16 euros. For different kind of experience, you can book spa sessions directly at the resort. This is the spa area, and you can find all the prices online. Someone that likes relaxing activities, they also have this on offer and quite decent prices. I think you can book 1 hour sessions of spa, and then separately you can get various type of massages, jacuzzi sessions, pool sessions. You have plenty of activities happening. They tend to be more concentrated around main holiday seasons, but they will just display them for a whole week in here so you can see. So you have, for example, activities all listed for the hours. You have to go and register for them at different points in the campsite, and they're also marked, so they're either for children up to 7 years old or between 8 and 15, or for the whole family. And in the evenings you sometimes have either little shows or mini discos, you have quizzes, so there's something for everyone during the week.
Muy bien, vamos a ver todos los fondos de venga a España. Cuando digo España quiero decir Cataluña, País Vasco, Aragón, Valencia, Madrid, etcétera, etcétera.
Again, having this beach access is fantastic. You can go and explore the beach. It's very busy again today. Want to really go and just enjoy some time in the water. It's not deep straight away, and that's why it's very good for children. There's sand, so again that's a very big plus, because this area here, it's all very sandy. Again, the beach is quite packed today, but it's just fantastic to be able to stay around and enjoy the castle around you. There are plenty of people on the beach again. Today I think we have about 18-19 degrees, but it is still fantastic for you to enjoy a fantastic day. And I really like this rock, to be honest with you. It acts like a natural staircase for you to come back to the beach. So yeah, really nice. Tonight we're attempting to use the laundry and see if we can do our laundry, because we've collected quite a bit in the last couple of days. We have borrowed a clothing rack from reception. We had to pay a deposit, which is refundable upon return, and you can keep the drying rack as long as you need, and we've paid 20 euros for the deposit. It's open from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the evening. The washing machines were currently full. There are 4 of them on this block, and they're all currently new, so we'll try a bit later to see if we manage to get the free one. As I said, it's open until 10 o'clock in the evening, so there's plenty of time to try. So there are 4 washing machines, 4 dryers. You have here the payment methods, so you can pay card or you can pay cash. Clear instructions what to do, so you put your clothes in, you select the program, then you select your washing machine onto the screen here, and then you pay. And we've paid 5 euros for a load, and as I said, go in, you select the service, so washing, yep. Then you select your washing machine, number 1. Then your payment method. And you can just pay by card. Change that we've noticed this year, there's a little book corner here where people will just exchange books. So you can come here, select a book, read it, and then put it back. I've seen books in English, plenty of books in English, some magazines. So yeah, very nice. And you can even iron your clothes, so there is like an iron here with a table, so if you prefer you can just sit here and have them all folded and nicely ironed. I'll try and do a quick tour of the pool area now, because there are no people around, so it's easier to film. As I said, there are plenty of sun lounges, and they are placed either in the sun or in the shade, so really nice setup. The pool has a very decent size. The only downfall is it's not heated, so when the temperatures are not very high, especially in months like March, April, you probably won't get the chance to spend loads of time in the water unless you prefer very cold water. But the pool is really, really pretty. They even have areas for children to play. And then this area here, you have a slide for children, some water features, and again more sun lounges on this side. an area for younger children here. And again, sun lounges in shade, so you can see they are all covered. So very, very nice space. The only thing, I keep repeating myself, hopefully that at some point the resort will hear my requests and complaints. Please try and heat up this water so we can enjoy the pool even when we come on spring seasons, but it's really nice. Sunsets here are absolutely amazing. And every day there is a bit of a different type of sunset that you get. So look at the light now. You can see the castle in its glory, the beautiful TAMARIT castle. It's really nice to enjoy walks on the beach in the evening. Really, really pretty. There are lots of fishermen, and I've seen them these couple of days. Every single night there were loads of fishermen coming on the beach here and on the cliffs further away. So it must be a fantastic place to fish in the area. But yeah, it's very pretty. It's quite late now, so I haven't captured the sunset in its glory, but I'll see if I manage to capture some more videos in the next couple of days. The restaurants are full. The campsite is slightly emptier. I mean, I felt like it was because I've seen loads of people leaving today, but we've had a walk tonight, and to be honest with you, it didn't feel emptier, so I'm not sure. I think the ones that are leaving, they are replaced immediately with new guests coming to enjoy fantastic stays here. And we've just found out that the resort celebrates 65 years since it was opened, so it's quite an old resort. Probably hence the experience in treating their guests really well and taking care of the place. We are now behind the campsite. This is the way that you have to take to go on your hikes on the coast, and what is behind me is the castle of TAMARIT. It's one of the side walls, and on my left here is an access to a small beach that has beautiful views of the castles, and you can hike to see the castles from above. And then earlier when the tour was done, the entrance was further to the right, but this area is fantastic for you to explore. And further on this side here we have ruins of the old village. So remember, I've told you there was an old village here, TAMARIT village, and there are still ruins of the place as it was a few hundreds of years back. We are taking a short trip to one of the nearest towns to the campsite. It's further away from Tarragona. This one is about 25 half an hour's minutes drive. Salou, it's considered to be the capital of Costa Dorada. It's actually really, really pretty. It has very nice Spanish buildings. It has loads of fountains with water features, with music and light, and also it has one of the biggest adventures park in the area. It's very, very pretty, and we'll just explore it together for a few minutes, an hour, half an hour. We'll see how long we can last here. It's really warm today. We found the parking, which we'll leave the details on the screen. And then for the parking, we've now paid. Let's see how much we've paid now.
So it's a pay and display, and we've paid €3.65 for 2 hours. Yeah, two hours and a bit. So again, not very expensive. You're not allowed to come with caravans and motorhomes, so I hope we're fine with the camper van, to be honest. I mean, it's a van at the end of the day. I don't really understand these restrictions as long as you don't sleep overnight. So yeah, let's go and explore it together. This is the parking. There are plenty of parking spaces. The parking is close to one of the fountains. If you check the website for Salou, you will see that they have different schedules on when they turn the lights on or the music. However, I've read that some of them are not open until it's full season. Others are functioning but not 100%. So for example, on one of them they said that the audio is broken, so it only has lights. But again, it's very nice, and it's an iconic place in the area and well known for these beautiful fountains. Right next to the car park is also the beach. It's very, very big. And also we've read that it's one of the most beautiful and large beaches in the area. You're of course not allowed to go into any of the fountains. This is the beach in the area. I said quite big and has all the facilities that you need. Dogs are not allowed on the beach. It's a blue flag beach, very big, nice sand. And it has this lovely promenade all along. I've also seen loads of play areas for children on the way, so they are either on the beach or near the beach. Show you a bit more on the beach. I said that we're not allowed to go with Jude on the beach, but it's very big and already crowded. As I said, even if it's during the weekend outside of the main holiday season, it is already very busy. I've seen that the entire promenade here, other than the fountains, also has loads of statues and sculptures. Very, very pretty. I've even heard the parrots, so I'm pretty sure they should be around the area. We've seen them quite a lot in Barcelona, and they used to also be around the campsite in the prior years, but we haven't seen them this year or last year, so I'm not sure what happened. But I've heard them from the cars. I was driving to the car park, so I'm not sure. If I see one, I'll let you know. Yeah, look, this is another fountain here with a statue. You'd love to explore new places, and you can see it's very, very busy, sniffing everything around now. The promenade here reminds me very well of Barcelona. In the middle of the town city, they have a similar promenade surrounded by trees, which is very, very beautiful. It's quite busy today, which again underlines the fact that this is a very touristic place. It's Wednesday and we are outside of the main holiday season, so I'm not expected to be as busy, but it seems to be a very popular place for tourists. I've heard the parrots again. I swear I can hear parrots, so I'll see if I can capture one of them. There are loads of fountains, so as we walk along this promenade, there are just loads of little fountains on the side. It's fantastic. I think it's a mixture if you want to come to a nice place where you also have shops, but in the same time you also have like quiet areas, you have beach nearby. Seems to be a good option. I can see loads of accommodations around us, so definitely an important place for holidays. And I think the proximity to the adventure park is also a big bonus. There is a nice area for bicycles, so you can just bike all along the town, which is very nice.
You just need to keep your eyes peeled left and right, because you will find different statues and fountains on every single side. And here on this side, again, another little fountain. This is the feature of this place, fountains all over. There is an anchor statue here. And then on this side, so right in front of me, it's an important place to take pictures when you are in the area. So as I said, this area is where everyone comes to take pictures. It's iconic for the place. Salou, a beautiful area in Costa Dorada. And we do invite you all to come and see this place because it is very, very nice. And we are now approaching one of the biggest fountains on the promenade. I think this one offers fantastic shows of light and music, but not during the day, of course. And as I've mentioned, they are restricted to the high season, so they don't turn the shows all the time on. But I bet it's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful even during the day. Subscribing to our channel is free of charge and really encourages us to continue sharing with you family, dog-friendly places to visit either in the UK or outside in Europe. Today we are in Spain, in Salou, and it's part of our journey back to Costa Dorada in 2026. And with any other touristic place, there are loads of little souvenir shops, restaurants. So on this main road here, you can find plenty of places to eat, to have a snack, to have a drink, to get beach accessories, souvenirs. It's very, very busy. And I think in front of me is the train station for the little train to take you on a tour around the town. And accommodations all the way on this boulevard. You have hotels, you have flat buildings. We're going to check a souvenir shop here, see if we can get a magnet of the place to add to my collection. You get the usual like bracelets, toys into the collection. As expected, prices are very touristic, so we paid €4 for a magnet, but it has a little van, so I can add it to our little collection on the fridge. But yeah, plenty of shops in the area. The promenade is really long, so it stretches both ways from the car park. We're now walking the opposite direction, and there's another fountain here and a very important monument in the area. It's very well signaled and the roads are very clean. As I said, you have clear signed places for people to walk. Then you have the biking routes, then you have obviously the busy routes. And then here is very well known monument. It's basically a steel car, and you will find it if you search Salou on the internet. This is one of the first monuments that will come as important for the place and well known. Of course, there's another fountain here. I think we've seen so far at least 5-6 different fountains. And I'm really curious to see how it looks in the evening and when you have the light shows and the music, but hopefully another time. Look at the show. Very pretty. This one is Font Luminosa, and until 30th of June, it's open only on Fridays and Saturdays for the show at 10 o'clock in the evening, 10:30 in the evening. And then from 1st of July until 10th of September, every day at 11 o'clock. The fountain was inaugurated in 1973, and it has over 200 different combinations of light and music when the show is on. I knew I wanted to see Salou, and I'm actually really happy I came, even though I don't see the lights and the music show. It's very pretty and it has a very good vibe. And it's also a good option for ones that don't like really busy places, because you have this combination of crowded touristic place, but at the same time a nice area where you can just walk and it's quieter. the activity that everyone loves in the area. Hence you can see signs everywhere, and even this car that we showed you earlier, they have a really big karting circuit, and it was founded in 1970. So you will see that taxis, buses, all sorts of places around the town will have signs with the karting. We hope you enjoyed our very short visit to Salou in Spain, Costa Dorada. Mentioned again, it's half an hour drive from camping TAMARIT Beach Resort, very close to Tarragona, and it's a good option for you to explore this part of the coast in Spain. As you exit the campsite onto the beach, you can get close to River Gaia. River Gaia is a 59 kilometers waterway in Catalonia, Spain, and is rising in Santa Coloma, flowing into the sea at Tamarit. We came now during the evening to see the river, and it's full of bats. I don't think I've seen as many bats in one place. They're flying everywhere. I thought at the beginning they're different birds, but no, all of them are bats. There is also a sign here telling us about the protected area. So in this particular area, especially in the river, you're not allowed to fish, you're not allowed to give food to animals if you see them, and definitely not allowed to swim. There are also protected areas all surrounded here where people should not enter. This area offers plenty of opportunities to enjoy walks. It's fantastic to come during the evening. First of all, you had these magnificent colors on the sky. I've mentioned before, sunsets are gorgeous here, and after sunset you get this blend of colors, and of course the castle in the distance being an iconic point here. And remember, town of Altafulla is close, so you can walk on the beach. The town is literally where the buildings start, in front of me there, so very, very close. Town of Altafulla also has a train station from where you can take the train to Barcelona. It takes about an hour. You can take the train to Tarragona, where you have plenty of things to visit, and the train takes about 10 minutes to get to Tarragona. And also you have bigger supermarkets if you want. And for us, and for the ones of you that are traveling with pets, in Altafulla you also have a vet. We've used the vet every single time for the travel documents for going back to the UK. And from here you can even see the castle in Altafulla. This castle is also privately owned, and they only do guided tours.
hope you've enjoyed our short stay at TAMARIT Beach Resort. We visited this resort again in 2026, trying to show you what changed, what is still the same. It's a beautiful place to come camping. You have gorgeous views of the castle beside me, a fantastic beach, and it's great for families with children. They have activities, it's dog friendly, and mostly you have this gorgeous Spanish weather to enjoy, even from April. And please stay close if you want to see more of our family adventures from the UK and not only. Bye!